We started with soft drums, a softer sound, hit with broomsticks. Then we did mallet drums. And the number one request we got, hit the drums with sticks. And now we have them. Indie drums is very similar to the other libraries, but with a few changes that I think you're gonna like. And once again, we have Joel Cameron on the drums, and we recorded them right out in the hallway. Soft drums was in the smaller space that I have. Then we did mallet drums at a different studio, but we're back in my studio for indie drums, Paper Walls Studio, the sounds I love, and you're gonna love them too. Another amazing UI design by Hunter Rogerson. Watch this. And Owen Bolig with everything under the hood that you don't see. Front page can get you up and running immediately. Notice there are 4 drop-down menus instead of 3. We have multiple hats this time around. On kick, whoomph, thump, pump. Snare, woody, smack, sizzle, hollow, and snares. It's got some rattle there, I love it. Toms, we have 2 toms for each. Dead. Muffle Z, which is like snares. It's the snares rattling in the room, which sometimes you want, sometimes you don't. Muffle without the snares. When you compress, you really notice. Rezo Z. Rezo. And then we have our hats. Dark. Matte. Vintage. Let me go through the snapshots real quick. Lots of different sounds here. We've got our kick, rim shot, 2 snares, same snare, so you can do. Also, flipped up 2 octaves. You can play with 2 hands if you want. Some people like to do that, especially the hi-hats. Flam, our hi-hats. 2 toms. Nothing here. And the reason for that is we didn't have 3 toms on any of our kits, and I wanted the mapping to be the same as soft drums and mallet drums. Some of those did have 3. The foot hat, ride, crash, crash 2, crash 3. The ride, the bell on the ride. And then a couple tambourines. We'll start from the top down. These are the buses that the individual mics are going through. We have our close mics. We have our overheads. Our room mics. And then we have what we call the kit mic. It's placed in the middle of the kit near the kick and the snare. A mono signal. By itself, it's a little raunchy, but you blend it in and you get a nice character. A more immediate in-your-face sound. It's a trick that a lot of producers use. If you have auto engaged, when you trigger a sound, it jumps to that sound. So we have kick, we have the in, we have out, overhead, and room. So you can get even more detailed on how much of these sounds are going through the main buses. If you feel like having that kick in the left ear, go for it. Hold down Option to get you back to center. We have a reverb send. Why not? Let's change it to slap. An overall gain for everything basically inside that square. And another feature that was heavily requested, a pitch control. That makes a ton of sense with this kit. I'm glad that we've got that for you. We have our compressor. Drive the input. It's a fun little compressor that acts a little different than your normal compressor, but set your ratio first and then decide how much you want to drive it and then adjust your output. I love it. I think that's everything on the main NKI. And like our other libraries, we have a Loops NKI. The loops are spread over this bottom octave. First of all, my tempo in Pro Tools, doesn't matter what DAW you use, is set to 120. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the sounds that are 120. It will time stretch. There's my kick. And then this one's probably a snare. This has nothing on the downbeat, but then, so if I hit the same time, as we go up higher, all kinds of variations on that same main groove. So I can go. And the fills start simple, and they get more involved. An amazing songwriting tool. I can pick 80 and it's going to play back at 120 beats per minute. And up an octave, we have one shots. If you want to accent the ending, there you go. All of our drum libraries include a multi-out NKI. If you want full control and the flexibility to get the drums back to roughly how we sampled them, you can route each element out of Kontakt into its own channel in your DAW. Be sure to check our website for detailed instructions from Native on how to set that up in your specific DAW. That covers most everything. It's built for the free Kontakt Player. You do not need to own the full version of Kontakt. When you buy this, you basically get the free player and you can install it and use it in Pro Tools, in Logic, in Ableton. Any DAW you can open Kontakt in, you can open indie drums and soft drums and mallet drums.